Welcome to Normandy and beyond. Come with us through the green rolling countryside, where every turn reveals villages timeless and beautiful. Your hosts, Pamela, a former docent at Mount Vernon, and Marcus, a former naval officer and historian, invite you to spend some time with us in Normandy. In Normandy, life slows down to a gentler rhythm. You may sit in the gardens among trees and wander down to a local bistro for a coffee and croissant. Watch the kayaks glide by and listen to the birds as they greet the day. Each village offers simple pleasures but with rich experiences. We live in Ponton-du-Mer, a medieval town steeped in history. Often called the Venice of Normandy, it was the hub of the tannery industry in the 18th century, and you can walk the alleys and paths where Thierry Hermès was employed as an apprentice saddle and harness maker before becoming a master craftsman and moved his business to Paris in 1837. There are wonderful restaurants and shops, traditional boulangeries and cafes, fresh markets, and historic sites going back to the 8th century. Rouen is the capital of Normandy and formerly one of the most prosperous cities in medieval Europe. It's also known as the town where Joan of Arc was burned at the stake in 1431 for heresy, divine visions, and wearing men's clothing, then considered a violation of divine holy law.
Elle avait la beauté des bêtes et le sourire des hommes et des yeux bleus à la fauvette. Dans les bras d'un bel homme, elle était la femme du monde. Lui le maître de son sort, ils s'aimèrent une seconde, puis se donnèrent la mort.
The world-famous village of Honfleur is one of the most beloved towns in Normandy. Honfleur was where the Impressionist artists found their inspiration, and today is filled with delightful shops, art galleries, live entertainment, and home to an ancient harbor where explorer Jacques Champlain left the Old World to discover Canada. And just across the Seine River from Honfleur are the famous white cliffs of the enchanting village of Étretat. From the first harness races on Cherbourg Beach to horse racing and equestrian sport championships, dressage, show jumping, eventing, Normandy and horses share more than just history. They share a love story. Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Aga Khan, whose 540 hectares Bonneville stud farm in Normandy, once met in a restaurant in the village of Orbec to haggle over horses. You may also journey to the breathtaking monastery of Mont Saint-Michel. Rising like a vision from the sea, it was founded in the 9th century and with the exception of being used as a prison during the French Revolution, is a functioning abbey today. Ah, Paris. All the sights, sounds, smells, and tastes of the City of Lights and the City of Love are merely an hour-and-a-half train ride through the Normandy countryside to Paris. There you can really experience the world's #1 destination, the Arc de Triomphe, the cathedrals, the artist's village in Montmartre, the cafes, museums, the magnificent architecture ordered by Emperor Napoleon III, and discover the fashion at the House and Museum of Dior. Even the guys will find it fascinating. The Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Élysées, everything you ever thought Paris was and is here to explore.
Sans toi, c'est Paris qui ralentit, c'est ma main qui ne sait pas où poser son ennui.
France is known for its beautiful, ornate, and striking chateaus, where nobles lived lavishly until the French Revolution. Normandy is home to hundreds of these historic castle homes, many of which have been occupied by the new business elite, or function as museums or B&Bs, and many within an hour's drive.
Un café sans toi, ce n'est qu'une table au fond.
Yeah.
On 6 June 1944, 15 minutes after midnight, 160,000 soldiers, sailors, airmen, Coast Guardsmen, and merchant sailors began landing along the 50-mile coastline and start what became known as the Battle of Normandy. From June until the liberation of Paris in August, some 4,000 Canadians, 10,000 Americans, 22,000 Britons, and 21,000 Germans would find their final resting place in the fields of Normandy. The beaches were the launching point for the liberation of Europe. Come and experience the ground where these people walked, fought, and many died. Learn about the airborne drops into German-occupied villages, see the pockmarked craters at Pointe du Hoc, and the Navy landing craft at Utah, and bloody Omaha. Feel the wind, hear the surf, scan the clear skies, and survey the bucolic farm landscapes that were once littered with smoke, steel, and blood. Nearly everywhere within an hour, you'll find medieval festivals in most villages throughout the summer. The quaint village of Bayeux is one of our favorites. These festivals immerse you in the Middle Ages with medieval music, acting, artisans, parades, and costumes galore, including the visitors. In every village, there's even a week dedicated to wine, the Bordeaux Festival. All of these will cast a spell on you you'll never forget. Giverny, the home and studio of the great Claude Monet, is an hour away. There you can tour his house, his beautiful gardens, and see how he was inspired to paint his famous water lilies. So, bienvenue à Normandy.